I thought I'd make a video. It's a nice day today. Got a couple hawks out there. Had a hummingbird fly by. I don't know if you can see the hawk. Here he is right there. There's another one up on the fence there. Anyway, I have a cool house. I have a cool spot. There's always a lot of like I said, I was sitting here and a hummingbird flew by. First one I'd seen all year. And then a monarch butterfly flew by. It's just so beautiful. Beautiful day today in Texas. Hot, but it cooled off yesterday just a little touch, so it's not too bad. I basically just wanted to make this video just to talk about my heartfulness experience recently. So I started going, I went 2 times. I believe I've only gone twice. Anyway, out to this guy's house. His name is Chiranjeevi. He's a heartfulness trainer and really amazing guy. Retired, and so he just kind of does this. This is his thing, you know, to help people. And I went and saw him, and then I went back again and saw him again, and then I went on vacation, and I could tell some shifts happened just by going and getting meditations with him. I've been, like I said, I've been dealing with some health issues this year. It's been a really hard year for me physically, and I went to my home, and I took my kids and we went to visit my parents, and it was a very challenging, it's always challenging being on vacation, especially when you haven't been feeling well. And so I was trying to, you know, eat what I needed to eat, and basically I'm always feeling hungry, and it's hard, you know, when you go take your kids to get some food and you can't have any of the food, and it's stressful, but it was doable. And but the reason I'm bringing all this up is the heartfulness has given me so much stability. I can't even really describe. I mean, it's given me a level of stability I didn't have before, and I don't know what else I could attribute it to, because when you mess with someone's food and you know, and you take away food that you like to eat, it's stressful. And this isn't a diet, you know, this is like, I have to do this for my health. And if it wasn't for me being sick, there's no way I could do it. I'd be pigging out, you know. I'd be eating whatever. I'd go buy a gallon of ice cream and eat it. I mean, it's just, but because I want to get healthy, and I want to get healthy naturally without taking a lot of medication, I'm having to push out a little bit, you know. And it's stressful, but feeling like I have this support is really amazing. And I think it's important to understand that just because these masters, these godly agents aren't with you physically, doesn't mean they're not with you. And I feel a real close connection with the second master of the system, Babaji, and I feel like he's been assisting me in my life and giving me a lot of help on personal levels and on relationship levels. But I had an experience in Idaho, and I was going to share it because it was really profound. But had a family issue. It's been coming for a long time, a lot of dysfunction, and just been putting up with it, tolerating it all these years, you know, and it's just created a lot of stress for myself and my family. But it kind of came to a head, and I was able to handle the situation like really well. And I don't take credit for it, because I felt like, almost like I felt God's love pouring through my heart during the whole experience. I didn't become defensive and angry and lash out and say hurtful things. I was able to maintain a calm and a centeredness that I've never experienced before, not in a stressful situation like that. And I was able to just, like I said, let this love flow through my heart. And it was a new experience for me. And instead of going into my normal attitudes, which would have been, defensive, and then lash out and then feel guilty about it, I was able to bypass all of that. And you know, Kamlesh talks about the formation of samskaras and how samskaras form when we, you know, when we give a lot of credence to these emotions and stuff, when we imbibe these emotions and really dig into these emotional issues, it causes impressions to be formed in our consciousness. And he talked of like a riverbed. When the water flows over the riverbed, it takes on the shape of that riverbed. So the way the water flows is a direct relation to the riverbed, and the riverbed represents the samskaras. These samskaras are removed through the cleaning process, and they're removed by, and the new ones are not formed when you are able to maintain this kind of composure, you know, this centeredness, this non-attachment. And like I said, that was new for me, and it was a fundamental shift in my consciousness that had occurred for me to be able to experience that. And I'm just really grateful for it. And I give all the credit to the system. And it's kind of like if I was lifting weights regularly and and I had to lift a heavy piece of luggage or something, and I was able to do it without injuring myself. I wouldn't credit myself, I'd credit the weight training, right? Well, it's the same with this, except it's a spiritual thing, so it's even more sublime and more perfect and more, it's like, I think it's something we just can't comprehend with our minds. Our hearts have to open to a level where we can start to perceive these things. And anyway, it's just beautiful experience, and this has been an interesting year. It's been a real growth year, and you can look around at all the stuff that's happening in the events in the world, and you can see that there's a lot of shifts going on. A lot of people are coming to terms with their evil, and it's better to do it on your own terms than to have it forced upon you. And so anytime we can come to terms with our own issues and resolve those issues, it's better to do that than to have them resolved for us. And anyway, that's what this system does, and that's been my experience, and it has helped me to remove impressions and things that have been blocking me, and I'm grateful, very grateful for that. All right, hope you have a good day.